Hi everyone, I'm Seth, and welcome to Thrift Store Tech. I love finding handheld games, be they low-tech Tomy Pocket ones, or higher-tech LCD ones, or even just Game Boy clones. So I've got a whole basket of these things that I've accumulated from thrift store shopping, shopping at the clearance center, that sort of thing. And in this series, we're going to take a look at them one at a time and just talk about them. They might be great, they might be terrible, they might be mediocre. Here we go. So after our look at the Game Boy knockoff Wise Kid from last time, we're now taking a look at a low-tech handheld game. This is Tomy's Secret Passage. It was originally released as one of the Tomy Pocket games in the 1970s, released again in the 1980s, and this particular version that I have is from 1997. I wish I had one of the older ones, but this is pretty much identical to what they were. As you can see, there was a little bit of marker damage on here that I foolishly tried to remove and wound up messing up the label a bit more. So I may try to reprint this label at some point. But turning it around, like the hockey game that I had, it has this round shooter that loads the balls one at a time, and it'll drop them down into this Plinko-like grid. And the object of the game is to catch the falling ball in this little cup and move it to the center hole here, in which case they'll go down here into the one that says points. If you miss, it goes into the wider slot and it falls into this side that says dead ball. So basically you get a point for each ball you manage to catch. So just to show you how this works, I'm going to turn this, and I missed. So that goes into the dead ball. Let's try again. Caught it. Drop it into there. And now I have 1 point. Let's try it again. Got it. There we go. Let's try it. Oh, I'm not doing bad here. And oh no, there's a dead ball. And the last one in the round. And I wound up basically tying my own score because I have 3 points and 3 dead balls, which are 0 points. Now, just looking at this game, you can kind of tell that it's very much influenced by Plinko, maybe a little Pachinko as well, with the ball just falling down between the pins and getting into there. And you might look at this and think to yourself, well, that's not incredibly challenging because you can pretty much track where the ball's going and predict where it's going to be, and if you don't have the reflexes of an 80-year-old, you can probably catch them every time once you get used to it. And in this instance, that would be true. However, when this game was released, it had a sticker covering up that much of the playfield. And when I found this, it did not have the sticker, unfortunately, so I couldn't experience it the way it was meant to be experienced. But what I do have are some pieces of masking tape, which, if I position them correctly, this is a little tough to do through the camera, but if I position them correctly or close enough, there we go, close enough, and just put it down there, now I'll get a feeling of what it was like to actually play it the way it was meant to be played. So let's tip the balls forward, and let's see how I do now. And incidentally, my reflexes for this kind of thing and spatial awareness are terrible. Just ask my wife how hard she beats me at Super Breakout on the Atari 2600. Alright, so let's give this a shot and see if I can actually catch any of these without having that clue there. And I missed. And let's get it down through. Oh, nope, missed. Let's see. My reflexes are so bad I can see it coming here and I don't have the instinct to get it back over there. So I think if I catch any right now, it's going to be through pure luck. Oh, see, pure luck. I didn't even get to move it. And it got in there. Last ball. Yep, absolutely no luck there. So this time 1 point to 5 dead balls. So yeah, I am not great at this. Now, I have heard, and I don't know how true this is, but I have heard that there is actually a method to this, that there is apparently a way that if you can track exactly how it falls, that you will figure out an actual secret passage and be able to get it every time. I've yet to figure that out, and I don't know if it's even true, but it would be an interesting way to add a little more challenge to it. Well, I did a little better that time, 2 points to 4 dead balls. And this was released in a couple of different variations over the years. Mostly they look like this, but there is a version that I stumbled on that was actually not by Tomy, but by Milton Bradley, using the exact same concept, exact same design, except different colors. That one was pink and white, or pink and black, if I'm remembering correctly. So, like I said, there's not much to it, but it's actually a pretty fun little one, especially with this being over it and really making it more challenging. So that's it. That's the 1997 re-release of the Tomy Pocket Game Secret Passage. I'll see you on the next game. I hope you enjoyed this brief look at the 1997 Tomy Secret Passage Pocket Game. Definitely not high thrift store tech, but low thrift store tech, I guess. At any rate, I hope you'll join me next time when we take a look at another game from the big old basket of handhelds. If you ever had one of the Tomy Secret Passage games or any of the other pocket games as a kid or even now, I'd love to hear it down in the comments below, and I'd love to hear about any of your own thrift store finds. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like and a subscribe, as it really helps the channel to grow. Thanks again. I'll see y'all next time.